Resuming recording. Okay, don't worry guys, don't worry. It is being recorded. How many do I have? Now I have 11 people. Okay, still not enough. Where's the rest of the people? Don't worry, I'm sure they're coming. Do you have other friends with you coming in later? No friends. Okay, welcome Afnan, Arisa. All right, welcome. So Afnan and Arisa, where are you from? Would you mind responding? Please respond. Perak. Wow, that's quite far. Okay, interesting. Pahang. Oh, very good place to be. Is it raining there today? I think it's going to rain, inshallah. So I'm hoping the internet will be stable for us. If not, then you have to rely on the recording. I hope not lah. Okay. Alright, guys. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let me see. I'll just switch on my camera, I think. Let me try. Can you see? Is the camera okay? Can you see? Okay, you can see. Very good. Thank you very much. So while waiting for your friends, okay. So these are some of the things I need to, how you say, housekeeping rules. Basically, is this. The session will start around 4 o'clock. Okay, soon I'll be starting the session. And then do not forget, please remind me, we have a surprise announcement for all attendees today. Okay, it's a surprise. Okay, bonus or surprise, it doesn't matter how you call it. It's a surprise for all of you. And then please be responsive during the session and try to ask questions whenever possible within the chat. If I miss any question from you, please repeat them again. Okay. And also, if I say for response, do you understand? If I say yes, just say yes. Just type in yes or type in number 1 or number 2. I'll prompt you. Basically what? This is to make sure that there is proper engagement with the student. Then I know that you are listening. Is that okay, guys? If it's okay, stay type 1. Just key in 1. 1 for okay. Wow, thank you. 8 people all the way. Oh, 10, 11. Oh, very good. Very good. See, very nice. Alhamdulillah, you have been very responsive. And of course, please remain positive in this particular session. It is only a preview. And please keep an open mind. And lastly, of course, do enjoy yourself. All right. Thank you. Let's see what's going on. Thank you very much. So let's try. Are you ready? Can we start, or do you want me to wait for a few more minutes for your other friends to come in? Can I start now? Yes or no? If I had the majority, I'll start. Only one person, two persons only say yes. Okay, 3, 4, 5. I can see live. Okay, majority of you say yes, so I'll start. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's try. Let's see. All right, can you see? Good. So this program is actually what? Let's say Zoom, TYMBA Zoom in ACCA program for strategic business leader. Okay, it is a preview of our IRC. It's going to be later in this month. And the topic I'm covering today will be CRM and e-marketing. And for you to know, my name is Mr. Anuar. You can call me Sir or Mr. Anuar. It does not matter. Are we okay? Can I proceed? Respond, please. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, very fast. Okay, so now let's try to look at this one. What is CRM? Okay, so every time when I do this in class, students will be looking at me some ways. They will look at me and say, "Sir, what are you trying to do?" From their face, I know that they're thinking. I know what they're thinking. Basically, when I say, "Students, what is CRM?" and they'll give me that look. The look that's saying what? "Sir, please do not insult our intelligence." CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. That's it. Okay. And then when I ask them, how do you explain on how does CRM works? And then they respond back to me. Why must we explain, sir? Because it's not stated in the textbook. So there is actually a common problem for SBL students whereby they read something, and when they read something, they hope that they will be using what they've read for the exam and they can get full marks. However, for SBL, that's not true. You need to somehow what apply to make your theory relevant to the case study. So let's go and have a read at this. What's about CRM? Basically, CRM is about what? Referring to the principles, practices, and guidelines that an organization follows when interacting with its customers. From the organization's point of view, this entire relationship encompasses direct interactions with customers, such as sales and service related processes, forecasting, and the analysis of customer trends and behaviors. Ultimately, CRM serves to enhance the customer's overall experience. It's quite a handful to read and remember. Basically, what CRM is something like the company does to interact with the customer. That's it. With the goal to enhance the customer overall experience. That's your actual definition. And this definition was taken from Investopedia. So please remember, for SBL, we have more than 90 plus theories and definitions to remember or to go through. So whenever you have this kind of issues, try to find definitions from Investopedia because they can give you a simple definition with relevant examples. Do not find out about the definition from Wikipedia. It's not going to help you. Okay. Are you following? Are you guys following me, please? If you are, say yes. Okay, okay, thank you. So if I'm talking too fast, I'm actually trying to pace myself to be slow because I usually talk very fast in class. So doing online is a bit different because it's a one-way approach. Therefore, I must force myself to be slower a bit because my head is already finishing the class. So now I'm starting the class. So you have to understand there'll be some kind of a friction on my side. So don't worry, we'll have fun. So next will be what? What is CRM? So that is about CRM. Now let's go into more detail. So CRM is about what? It's the establishment and development, maintenance, and optimization of long-term, mutually valuable relationship between customers and organization. And CRM has three different phases. The first would be acquisition. Second would be retention. Third would be extension. An accurate and detailed online database is fundamental to customer relationship management. So now, looking at the diagram, you should already understand that under CRM, there will be three different stages or phases. There will be acquisition, retention, and extension. So before I move forward to explain how this one works in a simple case study, can I ask from my student, have you ever seen this particular diagram on CRM? Please respond. Yes is for one, no is two. Press yes for one, press two for no. I want to see. Okay, how many? All right. Okay, good. So it seems like most of you have seen this particular diagram, which is making me very happy. All right. So let me try to explain this one in a simple manner. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. After that, I'm going to ask you a question whether or not you understand. Because usually the books will show this kind of diagram. Oh, no. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Good. Okay, good. So we have someone who have not seen this diagram before. It's even better. So in my case, I like to look at things in a positive manner. If you have learned something or you understood something before, good. If you have not understood something before, it's even better. Because why? Those who have understood, they can always reinforce the understanding, which is a plus. Those who have not known anything about this one, it means what? They have a chance to learn a new knowledge. So to me, both kind of people are going to be beneficial here. So do not be discouraged. Okay? Do not be discouraged. Everyone is okay here. Don't worry. Next. So I'm going to give you a simple theory, or not theory, how I say, case study of what happened in Toyota. Have you heard of Toyota? Toyota, do you know what they sell? They sell what? Cakes, right? What do they sell? Toyota, what do they sell? Cars, very good. Yes, they are manufacturers of cars. Thank you very much. Sorry, yeah, when I say cakes, I was teasing you. I like doing that to my students. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story about Toyota Vios. Have you heard of this? Okay, Toyota Vios, very good. Yes, you have. Good. Now, let me see. Let me tell you a story, a history. Toyota Vios was introduced in the early 2000. I think it was about 2002. Okay, in 2002, Toyota Vios. And then they were targeting people who were young executives. So young executive would be people like you guys in 2 years' time when you become affiliates and you're working after 1 year or 2 years of working experience, you would have to be in a junior executive position and you would have some kind of money or I mean salary to pay for yourself. It's not that high salary, not that low either, but it has to be suitable to your profession. Okay, so during that time there was a lot of young generation who just entered the work market. Okay, and then they wanted to buy a car, but they do not want to buy small car, compact car such as Kancil or Kelisa during that time. So they wanted to buy a big car, but with a small budget. So because of that, Toyota came out with Toyota Vios. All right, it's not that expensive actually. If it was around 40 to 50,000 per se lah. But when it came to Malaysia, plus tax, it became 70 to 80,000. But still cheap with the quality it has. So how did Toyota devise or use their CRM process methods to acquire customer? Acquiring customer means what? Making sure that your potential customer sign up to become your customer. This is how they attract potential customer in to their product. So what Toyota did was they invested much of their investment on commercial, TV commercial, as well as printed magazine, printed media. Remember, during that time, we still do not have WhatsApp and we still do not have Facebook. Okay, yeah, it was in the old days. Imagine the world without WhatsApp and Facebook. Can you imagine that one, guys? Can you respond? No, you cannot respond because cannot imagine already. Okay, never mind, never mind. Thank you very much. Okay, so during that time, there were extensive advertisement about the car to show the public to target this particular market, whereby this car is available for the young generation. And they even went a bit further. They put the first advertisement on the TV commercial. Okay, the artist that was put there was Britney Spears. Have you heard of Britney Spears, guys? Yes or no? Yes, of course. Yes, you have. All right, good. So she was there, and we was I was the what the promotion, the advertisement. I was like interested. Okay, interesting, nice car. Okay, and the guy who the girl who drove the car was Britney Spears. Okay, somebody which is close to the younger generation during that time. So again, there was some kind of a connection, and due to that, many young people sign up or actually went to the Toyota showroom and became owners of Toyota Vios. That is about acquisition. Something you do to attract potential customer to become your current customer. I stop there for now. Do you understand? If you do, press 1. If you do not understand, press 2. Okay, I'm watching. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Okay. Second step is actually about retention. Retention of the customers. How does Toyota do something to make sure that if you buy Toyota car today, you buy Vios today, next year you will not sell them off, or you will still be using Toyota cars. That is about customer retention. So what do they have? Well, if you bought a Toyota car, automatically you will be able to join the Toyota tribe. Yeah, Toyota tribe punya family, whereby they have their own they can go camping or here and there. Okay, it's a fun activity. And then to group with what Toyota car owners. Also, They also have what? Some other facilities or other services, such as what? They have their own maintenance and services division. Okay, whereby you can take your car there, and then they'll do everything in the fixing for you, but they let you rest at their location. We can enjoy free flow of coffee, and we can enjoy free Wi-Fi. What's best is that at one time I wanted to send my car for maintenance check, and they called me the morning before. Okay, just to check, Mr. Anwar, your car is scheduled to be coming in tomorrow morning. Are you free? They are so good, even calling me first, not the other way around. Usually, the customer will call the service center. Now, the service center from Toyota is calling me. So, and then I told them, I don't think I'll be around tomorrow because I have a meeting, a short notice meeting. So I said, by right, my appointment will be at 9 o'clock. My meeting will be at 10. So I won't be able to rush here and there. So the caller gave a suggestion. Well, Mr. Anwar, why not that you send the car to us around 8:30, and then we send you back to your office before the meeting. And then when you're done, we come pick up, we send the car to you. Now, that kind of action is actually to promote people to be comfortable and satisfied with the service of Toyota. Do you agree? Okay, you agree, yeah? Okay, because of that, I actually like going to Toyota Center for service. Correct or not? Because why? It's so convenient. And people are so nice. Free coffee, free flow, free Wi-Fi. I can still do work there, isn't it? Doesn't matter that much, right? So because of that, I'm using Toyota car and bringing my car to Toyota Service Center. So I'm still becoming a what? Member of Toyota customer. So that is how we retain customer in CRM. So that's the second part. If you understand, say yes, you understand. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yes. Some people say yes, some people say what. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It means the same. Thank you for your response. Very good. Very good. Now, let's go for the third stage. Now, upon acquisition and retention, your data would still be remain at Toyota. Do you agree? Because in their customers list, remember this term, customers list. In Toyota's customers list, it shows that you, the owner of Toyota Vios, is still an owner of the car because you kept coming in for your, uh, every 6 month car service. Now, after 5 years, they will use the same data to do something else. Okay, what I got after 5 years was I got a special text. They SMS me. During that time, there's no WhatsApp yet. They SMS me saying that, dear, loyal customer, please attend our private showroom certain day. Bring your family. And the last one that I remember, I don't remember that much lah. The last thing I remember is this: free food provided. That's it. When they say free food provided, I'm hooked. Do you agree? For Malaysians, if you say free food provided, they will go no matter what. Do you agree? Definitely right. Who doesn't want free food? Okay, so I went there with my family. I bought the car when I was single. Okay, I bought the car when I was single. And then, yes, food is the best. Good. So I bought the car when I was single. So when I went to the showroom the second time, I had a wife and one son, my first son. So we went there here and there, and then it was actually a meet and greet session with all the members of Toyota. And I found out that everybody who was invited and came to the event brought home a hamper of prize. Everybody got prize hamper. Is that good or bad? It's good, right? And you become very happy, right? Very happy. Suddenly you become what? Suddenly you think what? Oh, I'm so fortunate. I'm so special. People give me free gift, free food and free gift. Free again, isn't it? As long as it's free, Malaysian will be there. So after the session or whatever, there is actually a session on explaining about meeting the promoters. So we just talk around, meet the promoters. So the promoters came to us and asked me, are you still using the Vios? I said, yeah, still using the Vios. He's asking me, how was it? How's the performance? I said, the Vios has been with me for 5 years. Never once has it broken down. Very good performance. And then the mileage was below 100,000 K for 5 years. I don't drive that long. So it was everything okay. And then he asked me, are you comfortable with this car right now, or are you trying to look for another bigger car? That's the thing. That's the idea actually. So when I said lah, family is getting bigger. With bigger family, we got bigger baggages. Imagine lah, 2-year-old kid, right? So we have to bring a lot of things when you travel. So I was telling him that maybe I need something bigger to become more spacious to me lah. So after hearing that, he turned around and showed to me this one. Over here is actually our new version of Toyota Altis. Would you like to take a ride? And then he said what? We have an attractive trade-in policy with our loyal customer. You can get a high trade-in value and get a lower price for your new Altis car. Isn't that attractive offer? Is that not an attractive offer, guys? If it's attractive, say yes. Say one. One or yes. Yes, correct. Not attractive, right? Very good. Very good. Yes. So yes, it was so attractive that I took it. I took the bait. Yeah, I sold my car and then bought another car. Yeah. Then I became a proud owner of Toyota Altis. Very nice, right? Okay, so what happened now? This is about product extension. Because after 5 years, after looking at my credentials, okay, my data, they knew that my family has grown and my designation in work, I also become a senior. So of course, I have more responsibilities and more income. So it is not possible for Toyota to still recommend to me a Toyota Vios. You understand? So that is how they were able to extend their product range to me, an existing customer of Toyota, to buy a Toyota Altis. I stopped there. So this is about extension. It's about how the company does something to promote or induce the same customer to buy another product from them. I stop. Now do you understand? 1, understand? 2, you do not understand. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So do you think this knowledge is useful for you in the exam? 1, yes. 2, no. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not very sure how you learn about CRM during your studies, but this is how I train my students, because reading the theory does not make sense. It's very dry. It's too static. So whenever I explain a particular theory, again, whenever I try to explain a difficult theory, I try to bring in real case example. How do I know this? Well, one is actually because what? I bought a Toyota car, number 1. Number 2, how do I know this? Because I was actually from UMW Oil and Gas. So UMW is actually a group member under UMW. We also have a subsidiary called Toyota. So I know what they do indirectly lah. So it was under my care last time. Now, was this kind of how you say, sharing how you say, acceptable to you? Easy to understand or difficult to understand? If it's easy, please say 1. Okay, okay, thank you. So I'm just making sure that I'm going the right way to train to you. Okay, so this is only part of my teaching method. When we go to the full IRC, I'll do more, a lot more, don't worry. So I finished CRM. Basically, by now, everybody here should know what is CRM, so do not be afraid of CRM. Don't worry, in the exam, they will never ask you, what is stage 1, what is stage 2, what is stage 3? Nothing doing. They only ask you to apply. So later in the session, we have a case study to try. Okay, you can use your knowledge and simulate the case study. Can I proceed, guys? Can I proceed to the next section? Thank you. Thank you very much. Good. Let's try. Okay, next is about e-marketing. What is e-marketing? E-marketing is the application of IS as well as IT to achieve to the achievement of marketing objectives. Most marketing activities can be enhanced by the use of such techniques, including branding, customer service, and sales. Okay, again, don't worry. In the exam, you're not supposed to define e-marketing. Even if you do, you will not get any marks. So don't worry. Just understand what they are. They use something for marketing purposes, but using some kind of IS IT techniques. Is that simple to understand? Is it simple to know? I hope it's simple. Okay, good. Please take note. This one is different. Whenever we talk about e-marketing, this is a tip. Okay, a secret for you all. Okay, secret a tip for your tips. Tips. Note, whenever we talk about e-marketing, you may require the use of knowledge about 6 I's of e-marketing together with the 7 P's of marketing mix. Now, the 6 I's and the 7 P's. Have you heard of this before? If you have heard of this before, please say one. No, oh no, very good. Okay, I don't know juga. Oh, okay, no, oh no, I will say oh no. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. There's nothing to be afraid about. Okay, this is quite common. Oh, okay, okay, interesting. This is available inside your textbook. If you're using BPP textbook, this particular information is available in the textbook. You can read on your own. Don't worry. So let's have a look. What is 6I? What is 7P's? Okay. So over here, 6I talks about what? Oh, IS, information system. Okay. Now, so the 6 I's, 6IS, 6IS, plural S, many S, PS, many P's. Okay, I hope you understand. Huh? Okay, good. So the 6I of marketing will consist of what? Independence of location, industry structure, integration, interactivity, individualization, as well as intelligence. Okay, these are all very crucial in e-marketing. Next, we talk about what? The 7 P's of marketing mix. In the old days, we have only 4 P's, which are product, pricing, promotion, and place. But then we have 3 more additional. That is people, process, and physical evidence. So now, for those of you who said you've never heard of 6 I's and 7 P's, does this remind you of something else you have done before? Or you still don't understand what they are? Please respond. Okay, never mind, never mind. Let's continue. Okay, so these are the ideas about 6 I's and 7 P's. I will not be going through one by one because it'll be too long. I'll just explain one or two of each. Let's go for the marketing mix. When you talk about product, it's actually what? The product, you have to make sure that the product. Oh, what's going on, Afnan? Oh, Afnan. Slowly, slowly, Afnan. Don't do anything to my slide, okay? Yeah, I didn't do anything. Somebody did something to my slide. Ada toyol kah? Okay. So about product is this. For product, it's actually the thing that you sell to the customer, and the customer is willing to pay for it. So this is the product. You must make sure that you have the right product for the right customer. And maybe I skip into promotion. It's actually the ways. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. No problem. So promotion is actually a way you make your product known to the public. So these are some of the ideas. I will not go through all the 7 because in the exam, you will not be using in that manner. You can read on your own, doesn't matter. Whereas when you go to the 6I, I'm going to take around 2 of them only. One would be individualization. So how does it work? Well, individualization, it means what? Another word for me will be what? Personalization. When you have to log in into an account to give in your password and you can set your own preference, that is individualization, whereby they can focus on personalized promotion to you. Example, if you have an account from Shopee, right, whereby you have to log in, put your ID and password with your preference in there, it is actually about individualization. Do you understand that much? If you do, please say one. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. So another way is that another item about 6I will be independence of location. So in the old days, when you talk about brick and mortar, have you heard of this? Brick and mortar, very traditional business whereby in order to sell something, you need to open a physical shop and then tell them you exist. So using IT, okay, or internet, there's no need to open a physical location shop to sell your product. You can now go for what? Go for selling online into Lazada or Alibaba. Correct or not? So it will be easier and cheaper. And then of course, faster. So all of this cannot be done unless you have IS and IT, which is information system or internet technology. I stop there. Any question, guys? Anybody? Any question, guys? Can I proceed? Okay, I'll proceed. It's very short. It's going to be very short. Don't worry. Okay, next session. Thank you for your response. Now, how can this be tested in the real exam. Can I delete this one? Let me try. I cannot delete. Afnan, you have to delete on your own. I cannot delete because this is not from my screen, so it's from your screen. So Afnan, try to delete if you can. All right. So now, how would this be? Thank you, Afnan. So how would this be tested in the exam? Okay, I'm sure some of you or many of you will be interested. I just learned a theory which I'm not very sure of, but then I'm going to apply this theory to a particular case study. So this is where the challenge comes in. Okay, we're going to spend quite some time on this one. I always focus on exam technique, not the theory. Is that okay, guys? Can I proceed? Please respond. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, good. So now, this is the case detail. In the real exam, they will give you paragraphs about the company background and whatsoever. But since this is a preview, I simplify everything for you. Okay. So now case study. Pizzeria is a small pizza delivery outlet in Shah Alam. Make believe, make believe. Okay. Very small compared to other established fast food players in the area. They wish to increase market share using their strong critical success factor. Okay, which is a having a high potential for success. And then they found out that their biggest problem was actually they are poorly known by the consumers. I stop there for now. Okay, I stop there. Now my question to you now, can you identify to me what industry is this from? We need to walk the industry. So every time you look at the background of the case in exam, in SBL exam, you need to find out what is the industry. Yes, food, fast food, F&B. F&B, yes, correct. Okay, food industry, F&B. Is under food and beverage. Very good. Okay. So always try that. So food and beverage, can you add some more? What company? Similar to? Similar to what company? Food and beverage is the right industry, but similar to what company that provide this kind of service? Yeah, Pizza Hut, McD. Okay, McD. Yeah, Domino's. You're right. You're right. Okay, fast food delivery. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. Bagus. So whenever you remember, son, this is a tip, lah. Okay, many people got distracted with in the exam because what they know or they may not know about the industry. That's one thing. After knowing the industry, they try to separate the industry and themselves. So how I train is that you identify the industry is F&B. And do you know of any F&B companies in your region that does this particular service? Then say KFC or Pizza Hut. Enough. Put there Pizza Hut. By doing so, when you answer the question, you will realize that my example will have to be similar to Pizza Hut because I have visited Pizza Hut before. True or not? I'm not sure if any of you here has not been to Pizza Hut. Anybody? No, right? Okay, good. Now, that's the thing. Next one will be what? I'm asking you this one. What do you understand about CSF? You still remember CSF? CSF would be their critical success factor. In this case, it is not stated what it is. It could be what? Good. Is it about special ingredient? Okay. Or what? Fast services or whatever lah. Okay. So the biggest point is this. Now we need to read the bottom part to see this one. The management of Pizzeria engaged Tesla, a consultancy firm, to advise on the matter. Okay. The firm mentioned that Pizzeria may be lacking in its CRM strategies to attract and maintain its customers. Now, from this line, is actually giving you a form of a trigger. Okay, it has a triggering effect. Triggering effect because what? They mentioned the word CRM, they mentioned the word attract and maintain. Can you see the guys? Do you understand? If you do, say yes. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Very good, very good. Now, so let's see what happens next. Now, so this is the requirement page. I'm going to put a number here. Number 1, number 2, number 3. If you guys are really taking exam this December, tell me which one of these 1, 2, and 3 is the requirement for the question, for the case study. I want to see your answer. 1, 2, or 3? 2, 2, 2. Wow, wow, wow. Is that it? Is that it? 3. Wow, 2, 1. Okay. No one. There's no one. 2 and 3. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So again, you are here to learn something new. You are going to learn something new today. In the exam, it is common to get a paragraph before your requirements. Correct or not? After your requirements, they'll give you the PSM requirement. Correct? Am I right? True or not true? Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So the thing is, guys, remember, 1, 2, and 3 is your requirement. All this is your requirement. That is why SBL is not so easy. People tend to get distracted looking at number 2 only. Do not get distracted, guys, please. So let me tell you why. Let's see how it's going to work. Now, for the first one, you are Papa John, okay? The consultant of Tesla. Okay, what I did was I just called you Papa John, right? Isn't it? You are Papa John. If you remember, if you are Papa John, are you supposed to be with Pizzeria or Tesla? What do you think? Tesla. Okay, Tesla. Good, good. That means you have good attention frame. Attention, good attention. But usually Papa John is actually what? Another brand for pizza, right? Isn't it? True or not true? Yes, correct. Not. So what I just did was something similar that ACC is doing. Okay, they are actually giving you a distractor. They are distracting you. Okay, they are very good with distraction, distracting you. Okay, now you are Papa John, a consultant in Tesla. You have been tasked by the firm to produce a briefing note for the management of Pizzeria. You are required to advise on how the services of Pizzeria should be e-marketed. There you go. So from here, what can you pick up? Okay. From here, you can say, maybe I need to answer using a briefing note. A format is involved. What about advice regarding how the services should be e-marketed? Oh, e-marketed, it talks about marketing. But then got E there, means what? You have to use what? Your IT understanding. So in the page before, you say you talk about CRM. Now we talk about IT. So now let's look at the actual requirement. Okay. So prepare a briefing note to the management of Pizzeria, which recommend how e-marketing can be used to attract and retain customers for Pizzeria's products. Now, have you heard of the term annotation? Yes or no? Annotation. Have you heard of annotation? Yes, very good. Okay, let me check. Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry. Go back. Terlepas. Okay, annotation. So, when you look at this, you need to annotate the question requirement to see some things. We are actually doing the question setup. So, I'm going to give you a brief question setup, okay? If you go for the full session, I'll teach you slowly from step 1 until step 5. So, over here, what if I read, prepare a briefing note, I will put this one underline, I put star there, I put the format. Telling me that a format is required in this question. Okay, management of Pizzeria, which recommends, this is a verb. This is a verb for me. Recommend, you have to give what? Ideas and suggestion. Okay, recommend how e-marketing, this could be the topic, could be used to attract and retain customers. So I need to give recommendation towards 1 and 2. So my answers would be what? For this particular requirement, I will have 2 different paragraphs or different main headings in my briefing note. And each one will have 4 marks. I'm actually trying to do an answer plan. I stop here for now. Any question? Have you done this before? Do you do this during your reading for exam purposes? Guys, respond. Yes. Oh, good. Yes. Okay, very good. Okay. That means you are on the right track. Don't worry. So skills are given, are available for demonstrating commercial acumen skills by showing awareness of effective methods for e-marketing for pizzeria. Okay. If you're able to show awareness of how to use e-marketing effectively, you can get your marks. Now, the thing is, we are going to talk about commercial acumen and showing awareness. So, commercial acumen now, does this mean that we need to get information from the textbook, the case study, or someplace else? What do you think, guys? When the PSM asks you about commercial acumen, where do you think the knowledge will come from? Please respond. Case. Oh, case. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Usually, when it's about commercial acumen, usually the answer will not be from the case study. It's going to be around external environment within your own experience. Okay, so that's why I say it is important for you to put there whether or not there is a similar company which is selling this product, such as Pizza Hut. You need to know what they are doing right now, which is not in the textbook. It is not inside the case study. Okay, after this, you need to build up your answer plan. So basically, your answer plan will be what? Attract, and retain. That's it. Then you may need around 2 or 3 points under each one. But remember, every point you discuss, okay, every point you discuss properly, you can get a maximum of only 2 marks. I repeat, only 2 marks. Therefore, to pass or to clear the requirement, you need only 2 of each. Is that okay? Any questions so far? No question. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. No question. Okay, let me explain another one. There has been problems with my students when they say, sir, they give you 8 marks. We can split them 4 marks and 4 marks. However, if I am not sure about a track, can I choose to get only 2 marks here and 6 marks here? So that was the strategy. Okay, the answer is no, you cannot. I'm sorry, you cannot. Okay, by default, they have been split into equal numbers. So you need to work hard to get those numbers properly. Okay, if you spend more time here, but then again, the maximum will be 4, they cannot give you additional marks. Now, do you understand? Okay, thank you, thank you. I hope you understand now. All right, so after doing this, you need to put in your thinking cap and fill up your answer plan. So in the next page, I'll show you what an answer plan would look like. Okay, now. So this is my answer plan. Since I'm using Microsoft PowerPoint, it's going to be in this box approach lah. If I do it on paper, it's going to be my scribbling lah. Doesn't matter. So my answer plan, I put there. Answer plan is a briefing note. I need to emphasize on the how. Remember how it was stated inside the case study. So how is what I want to know. So to attract customers, I would say what? Using search engine optimizer. That is not what, that's not how, that's what. And then what? Using viral marketing or buy list of email address. Next one, to retain your customer, it will be setting up a Twitter feed. Okay, email short surveys to customer, or using cookies to track your existing customer. So my question to you, my students, this information here, this 6 strategy here, are they new to you or you have heard of them before? New. Oh, okay, new. All right, if it's new, then good lah. That means what? You're learning something new. All right. Okay. What is cookies? What is cookie technology? Yeah, very good. Cookies is the something the Cookie Monster eat one. The cookies. Yeah. Okay, let me try to this one. I will not explain everything for exam purpose. I will explain the jargon for you to understand. Is that okay? So let's try look at cookies. When you go into shopping websites, maybe Asia, whatever, they will ask you to whether or not to enable or disable cookies. If you are able, if you choose to enable cookies, that means it is easier for you to access the database in Asia or MAS, and they may also have your preference, your flight patterns, whatever. By doing so, they can track you as a recurring user and give you different pricing from a non-recurring user. When I say different pricing means what? They will charge you higher than normal user who does not use cookie technologies. Do you understand now? If you do, press 1. Okay, thank you. And then, so since I started by retention, I start to continue with retain. And then what? Email short survey to customer. So logically, please think about this one. How would emailing a survey to your existing customer make them happy, become more satisfied customer? Perhaps this email is actually asking the customer questions such as, what other new products do you like? What other new menus do you like to promote? You understand or not? They are asking the customers about any new product that they want, or asking them if there are any product that they have right now customers do not want. So if the business is able to cater to the needs from the short survey to the customer, would the customer be happier in the future? Yes or no? One or two? Correct. They will definitely be happier, right? So if they become happier, they will maintain to become your customer, and you can get repeat business. You understand now? Good. Next one is actually what? To set up Twitter feed. Okay. Twitter account. Not many people have a Twitter account. I do not have a Twitter account. So having a Twitter account is good because why? The Twitter account is actually from the company itself, and they can promote their product here and there. But this Twitter feed will be known to everybody, or will be known exclusively to the existing client. Usually who subscribes to the feed, they are clients, right? So again, client will be beneficial to know this is a new product, this is a new promotion. Would that make him happier to be engaged with this company? Yes or no? Yes, logically, right? You see, logical. So now, the ideas in retention, are they new idea or are they very common? Just put there new or common. I want to see your response. Very common, yeah, very common, good. Okay, now let's go back to how to attract your customer. Using search engine optimizer. Okay, how is this done? Do you recall if you Google ACCA provider in Malaysia, you press enter, whose name will come up first? Whose name would come up first in the search? Sunway, correct, correct. You know why? Because Sunway paid money to use search engine optimizer. Okay, Google's search is not by preference or by how many hits. It's actually by how much you pay. So if they pay certain amount of money to the consultant, they will do something to the search engine to make sure your company becomes the first one when you search for that particular keywords. Do you understand, guys? Okay, good. Thank you. Nice. Number 2. Do I need to explain number 2? Come on lah. Number 2. I'm always reminded this one. What's the keyword? What's that guy? Who's that guy? The tagline will be what? Terlajak laris. Is it not? Have you heard of this guy? That product, right? Yeah, you know him. Okay, you know him. I don't know him. Okay, never mind. Okay, so this guy uses what? A lot of these particular ways to attract customer. Do you agree? Yes. Okay. Another one will be what? The Datin, what? Vida. Is it Vida? Datuk kan Datin Vida? I don't know. Vida lah. Okay. So they have the same idea using viral marketing to promote their company and to promote their product to the public. So the promotion is towards what? Cuputi. Oh, itu nama dia, Cuputi. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pakai ke? Pakai ke? Dah putih dah kan? Oh, Afnan putih. Pakai, pakai. Okay. So the product is actually being viral to the public. They don't care if you are an existing user or a non-user, but they just want to make sure that people are aware of your product. Fair? Another one would be this one. This one is a bit new. It could be confusing to you. They could also tend to buy email address listing from a provider. And then they can send email to these people directly. Is there any issue here? Do you have any question here? No, no. Okay, no. Okay. So these are actually some ways they can attract and retain customers. These are the strategies. But by stating this, these are only listing of what to do. Okay, it is not enough. Let's look at the green one. The above ideas, okay, only cater for the what, or basically what must they do. Candidates needs to be able to demonstrate the how, okay, demonstrating how the above ideas can work to show knowledge how. Usually, this will fall under the customer satisfaction in some form or another. By having this particular strategy, customers will be inclined to become users of your product, or customers will be inclined to maintain becoming your customer still. This is the spirit of CRM. Okay, and then on a final note, please remember this one. Uh, please notice under all SBR questions, they will encompass more than 2 topics in one go and require you to use logic in application of those topics. They don't just talk about regurgitating theories back to the examiners. So please understand, in the old days, during P1 and P3, a lot of these questions are uh, tested one by one, topic per topic. But when you come to SBL, they try to merge as many topics as possible to give you headaches. Now, this topic was actually a very famous topic for P3 during that time. They always come out because this is under IT. And for SBL, this particular question has came out at least twice before. Are you aware of this? Yes for what? 2 for no. Oh, you don't know. Okay. Good, good, good. Yes, actually, this question has came out twice in the exam. It's a famous question. Now, by looking at this strategy I given you, okay, this strategy, are they easy or difficult strategy or something, or this is something you already know? Please respond. Are this new strategy or something they already know? 1 or 2? 1 for new, 2 for not new. 2, correct. 2. Yeah, I'm happy many of you said 2, because why? This is why we need to use our commercial acumen. Knowing that something is given for a section, for a person, for a reason. Okay, because of that reason, sometimes you need to put the idea into your experience or working experience, okay, or what you have done. Maybe search engine, maybe viral marketing you are familiar with, then this answer could be used in the exam. We do not try to memorize the solution or try to memorize from the textbook and put them inside your answer, because you need to add value to your answers. Is that okay? Do you understand? Okay, don't worry. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Okay. So next, I'm supposed to give you something. A what? A bonus. Sorry, a bonus. My sharing is done. After this, it's a Q&A, so no worry. You can please ask me a lot of questions during Q&A. I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. Okay. So after this, I'm sharing you something else. It's about the promotion that TYMBA has for you. Your so-called what? Bonus or surprise. Your surprise, okay? Surprise. So this surprise is only applicable for the attendees, okay? Only for you guys, because they will check your registration. Okay? It is only for you guys. Those who came here will get this one. Let me see if does it work. Yep. So special announcement. Okay. This is a special announcement. Grab it while it's hot. Okay, yeah, ada walls tu. Okay, bukan wall bulan. Okay, now. So, massive discounts for TYMBA Refresh class students. This is for you. Only for you guys. Okay. How many of you? 12, 14 of you are here. Then this is for you. Now, you can get 100 discount on your ACCA IRC by registering with a friend. It means what? If you enroll for this class together with one friend of yours, another friend, both of you will get discount 100 each. Is that good or bad? No good. It's good, right? Isn't it? Okay. So they are so generous now. Okay, super good. Yeah, super good, super good. So the TYMBA team was so generous that we decided to give this kind of promotion because you've worked hard, okay, to learn to become future accountants. So why not we reward you for your hard work? Come, we give you discount. Not just you plus your friend. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Fatima. For the March one, I think they'll have another session. Don't worry. Okay. But doesn't mean you can ask. You can please contact these people, Imran and Ariel, and then they will explain whether or not it's applicable for you because I believe they will have a similar promotion during every exam. Thank you for asking. Very good. Now, okay, thank you. No problem. Okay, so third condition, you need to sign up to any together with one friend, only one friend. So please make sure you have the right friend. Okay, register within 2 days of your refresher class. So the last time you can collect this particular free gift is by Tuesday. Okay, by Tuesday. By when is it? By Tuesday. And then this is applicable for online classes only. Okay, don't worry. Online class or face to face, I'm still going to be there. We're still going to do a lot of work, so don't worry. So I'm going to share to you the link for you to use. Let me see if I can go in. Hold on. Oh, it's not there. Hold on. Can you give me a moment? Let me copy the link again. It's not there. It got lost somewhere. Hold on, please wait. Where is it? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There you go. All right. I'm in. I'm in. Do you have the link? Can you see the link? Have you gotten the link, guys? Dapat tak? Yes. Okay. Good. So press that link and go into it. Okay. You have around 40 hours to do so. So don't worry. So now, some of you could also be afraid of this. So another bonus, another bonus. So they are generous and also how you say generous. Satu lagi apa? Berhati perut. What's berhati perut? I don't know lah. Okay. So now, some of you may be concerned about if I choose to take SBL IRC, but then next week I got my results, I cannot take SBL. Maybe because something happened. Correct? So do not be afraid. This thing will still maintain to you. You may change to other subjects whereby you are taking an exam. Is that not good? Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Please respond. Do you understand? Understand? One. Don't understand? Two. Good, good, Okay. We are so generous, and we understand our students better, right? Some people may not have confidence. They say, I took the exam last semester, but then I'm not sure whether or not I can pass. So if I did not pass, I may have to repeat that paper, right? So I do not want to proceed with this paper. Some people may think of it that way. So again, now it's for you. You can choose. First, you choose to go this one under SBL. But once you got your results, come back to TYMBA and check to them. You wish to maintain your subject or change your subject. They will still honor the 100 ringgit rebate discount. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. So I think this is quite generous of them. So now, I'm first. I have to say what I'm very happy for your good friend lah. Your friends, your good friends. And then I say I'm not very happy for your not so good friend lah, isn't it? Because why? You can only bring one person, one other person. Too bad there's not many of you here, isn't it? But it's okay. Maybe we can work something out. So is this a good offer for you? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me try to finish this one before we do our Q&A session. Is that okay? Remember, for Q&A, you can ask me anything. I'll try to explain. Because you understand by now, SBL is not a subject where I talk, you listen, isn't it? It has to be something what? Conversely, talking to each other. It has to be two-way communication. If you think that doing SBL is just listening to the lectures and you can take the exam, not true. It does not work. Okay? I've had 2 prize winners so far. They always have question for me. Okay? So now, let me try. Next one. Okay, finally, before we do our Q&A, was the learning experience okay for you? Was it fun for you? Please respond. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Next one. Did the previous session add value to your existing knowledge? Please respond. 1 or 2. Ada value. Okay, thank you. If there's some kind of value, it's good for you. That means you are actually getting something from this. Next one. Did I use simple language which is simple to understand? Yes, okay. Why is this important? Because some trainers decide to use bombastic words, which is giving students problem in understanding. Okay, I don't do that. I try to make it simpler for you. As I did for my discussion on CRM, I try simple language, simple situation that you understand. Next one, did you learn something new in this short preview? I hope you did. Yes, ada? Ada, alhamdulillah, very good, very good. So you've learned something new. That's good enough for me. Okay. Next one. Do you wish to learn more? Do you wish to learn more about the secrets of SBL exam techniques? Okay. I have a lot. I call them what? Cheating short notes. Whereby I always tell my student, this is how we cheat in the exam and pass the paper with high marks, around 60 to 70 plus. Okay. I do not follow the rules from ACCA properly. I just say, we take the easiest point, easiest way to do this. Just cheat in the exam and get the high marks better. And usually my student will have what? They will have around, they will have around half an hour extra for the exam. After they finish attempting all the requirements, they got additional half an hour to build up more marks for them by following these cheating methods. Okay, thank you. So next one will be this one. If you think they are good, so please join us at TYMBA. So I'll be sharing more from you to you for your benefit, and you can use them in your further studies later on. I'm sure that most of you if you're doing this paper, then most of you will be finalists. Am I right? Are you finalists, guys? It cannot be your first paper. Yes, most of you are finalists. So you know how important it is to do SBL properly to become future affiliates. Okay? All right. So hopefully later in 3 or 4 years time, you'll be just like me, a chartered accountant. Now, next one, you have to understand when you join the TYMBA group, TYMBA team, okay, this is something you'll get, our videos, our materials, and also I'll put you inside a WhatsApp group whereby I'll give you unlimited access to me until the exam day. Do you understand? It means what? If you're my student during the TYMBA IRC, you remain to be my student until the exam day. So until the IRC day, until exam day, if you have anything you forgot about or you're not sure about, just text to me and I will reply to you. There's something people don't do. I will do it for you. Is that good or bad? Is that beneficial for you? Do you think there's value for money? Okay, so I will be there for you. I'll be close to you. Okay, just ask question and I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. Yes, very worth it, right? Because some trainers do not do that. They say you're done, you're out. Okay, and then they say what? Ask any question in Facebook. When will he answer? I don't know. But if you're in a WhatsApp group, I can see them, right? So I'll definitely give you some kind of feedback. Okay, special, just for you guys who are in the RC status. Now, so next is here. For this particular session, I need your feedback. Please post in the TYMBA Facebook. Just put there, maybe SBL preview, whatever. Post your questions and also experience about this session. Number 1. Okay. Make sure your questions are, as specific as possible in order for me to understand or answer them. I need to respond to them. Or if you can, just specify what kind of topic or what kind of questions you want me to cover more during the RC. You understand or not? I'm trying to make the session more tailor-made for the student needs. Okay, this is part of my CRM. I can give you a normal IRC whereby I decide what I put inside there. But if you can give me input about what other information that you need, then it will be beneficial for everybody because my revision will be tailored to your needs. Isn't that good? Do you believe is that going to add value to you? Okay, it's going to add value. Very good, very good. Thank you very much. Okay, so now is our Q&A session. Please, I'm opening the session now. Please ask question. I will try to answer to the best of my ability. Come, anybody, you have any other question about SBL? Any topics, any issues? I'll explain to you. Guys, go ahead. Any question? Hello, hello. Please respond. Hello, guys. Any question? Thank you. Sir, do we need to memorize all models in the textbook? Okay, it's a very good question. Very, very good question and very valid question. Thank you. The answer to this is that there is no need to memorize the model in the textbook. Okay, even though if you memorize, they may not come in the exam. If you come to my class, I will share to you what models you need to be aware of and what portion of the how to say what portion of the textbook or theory you need to memorize and understand to better prepare you for the exam. Because for my class, for my student in my full-time class, after 2 months, after 6 weeks actually, after 6 weeks, I would throw away the textbook. We no longer use the textbook after 2 weeks, after 6 weeks, because it's no use. We do not memorize. We need to understand. So if you're trained to memorize, then something's not right. Okay. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Next one. Right. Any other sources to read? ACCA website has a lot of resources for you to read under SBL. Okay. Maybe on commercial acumen. Okay, you understand? How many of you got issues about commercial acumen? You're not very in tune about the business strategy or business model of other companies or other industry. Do you have issues on that one? Okay, no response. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm sure a lot of you got from there. Okay, so let me explain this one. Whenever you want to talk about this thing, about your idea there, resources about business model of companies, do not read books. The best is actually you read articles, business article from The Edge or Financial Times, if possible. If it is not possible, easy, very easy. My student did this. They what? They had Twitter and IG. They subscribe to Bloomberg and Financial Times. Okay, if you get, because from time to time Bloomberg will tweet something, whatever, something about this business, saying that, oh, this round the company is not doing so well. Why? This industry is not doing so well. Why? So this is actually commercial acumen. You know about the industry around the world. That will help you to know about information regarding business, which is more up to date and not relying on your books. Or another would be what? What I told them actually, to subscribe to YouTube and subscribe into Bloomberg or CNBC. CNBC and Bloomberg subscribe in YouTube. Okay, you just watch around 20 videos every day. Just watch 2 or 3 videos at night. Okay, around 5 minutes per video. It'll give you some idea, highlights about the business industry. I hope that one answers the question. Qayyum? Okay, Qayyum? Okay, next one. I'm trying to answer for Aisyah Humaira. Okay. What is the correct way to approach the exhibits? Read all in one go and make annotation, or read the exhibit in. Okay. This one is quite tricky. Usually I'll demonstrate this one in class, but since you asked, I will explain. Before looking at the exhibits, oh yeah, sorry. This is exam technique, yeah? This is exam technique. So when you get the exam paper, You know it's quite thick. You have around 12 to 14 pages of question paper. When you open the paper, please do not sift through the exhibits. Again, I repeat, do not go through the exhibits. Please only go through until the end of the requirements. Requirement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Do not go to the exhibits. Because why? If you do so, you will cry. Never do that. Never do that. Huh? Okay. Some people cannot resist. But now you have to resist. First thing you do is actually, you need to do a question setup. Just now, I just demonstrated a question setup on the pizzeria, isn't it? So apply question setup on all requirements. If there's 10 requirements, do it on all 10 requirements. Okay, reading, annotating. After you're done, then you have to draw up your empty answer plan from the 10 requirements. Those are the steps follow. By doing so, you would have undoubtedly memorized all 10 requirements inside your head, or majority of the requirements inside your head. Confirm boleh? Okay. So after that, then you start reading the first exhibit slowly. And then from your memory just now, you know of the 10 requirements, you will automatically be able to fish out the points which is relevant in your exhibit. And then put them inside your answer plan to be filled up. Does that answer the question, Aisha Humaira? Please respond. Okay, thank you very much. You guys, I got any other question? Come on. You guys are finalists, right? You still, I'm sure you have got a lot of questions to ask, because SBI is not about telling, it's about conversing, discussion. That's why I put 1 hour for discussion. That was the purpose. Please, guys, any other questions? Hello, hello. You need to engage, ask questions. Come on, guys. Anybody? Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Azrin. Okay. If I give you this answer, you're going to cry. Thank you. So I'm sure this is the kind of student who likes to memorize theory. Okay, guys, remember, in cultural web, there are seven elements there, right? And during P3 in the old syllabus, cultural web was a very famous topic in the exam. Because what? They can give you from 10 to 14 marks of value. Very much. Quite a lot, right? So for SBL, I do not believe they'll be asking those kind of questions. Satu. It is true, paradigm shift is one of the most difficult heading to explain in the exam. Correct? Eh? But then again, in the exam, if there is a question on cultural web, you will be able to identify a few elements, and one of them would be paradigm shift. Fair enough. If they give you 6 marks and you can identify 4 different elements, why not just explain the ones you can find and drop paradigm? This is a method where I tell my student to let go of questions whereby you cannot do or not strong at, because they have what? Small marks. This is also the advice from ACCA, because what? They say sometimes they'll give you questions which are very difficult to understand, or question whereby they have not been covered thoroughly in the exam or in the textbook, for the purpose of what? Distracting students. If you decide to do those questions, you get into trouble. Just go with what you know, and then do not even try to attempt difficult question. If you want to attempt difficult question, do so once you have completed the easier questions. Azrin, is that okay? Is that an acceptable response? Please respond. Anybody else got any other questions? Come. Hmm. Hello, hello. Are you there? Anybody else would like to respond? Come. You have any more questions? Hmm. Okay, as a reminder, this is what the so-called how is it? The registration form, this is what it looks like. So later, please have a go in them. Okay, have a look. Okay, so they tell you this is the cost after discount for SBL, APM, whatever. You lose some discount there. So don't worry. And then before I go, I want to share something with you as well. Let me see. Is it here? Okay. Meaning, okay, it's okay. Is it okay to answer the other six element and drop paradigm? Yes, correct. Correct, Azrin. It is okay to drop paradigm and answer all the other six because why? By answering the other six, you can get 12 marks. If you answer the seven, you can get 14 marks. So 12 and 14 is only a 2 mark difference. But if you try to attempt the 7 point on your own and you don't understand, you lose marks because why? It takes more time. You have to be smart in time management issue. Okay, thank you, Azrin, for asking. I will also share this page. Where is it? Now, you can do this now or later, doesn't matter. If you have to do it later, no problem. Please go to the website, okay? Or not the website, the Facebook page and add on lah what you want me to explain more in the IRC. Such as what? Telling me what are your difficult topics. Just say lah, sir, I'm not very well versed in Potter's Diamond. Okay, I accept that. But please tell me why. Which part of diamond you do not understand and why. If you can do that way, I can basically give you a better discussion during IRC. Similarly, sir, I am very confused with this question from this particular exam paper. So tell me, which exam paper, which requirement, and again, explain to me why was it confusing to you. In doing so, I can always devise my how you say training session in a manner that it will make you understand better. Or some of you may have issues about what? How to manage how many time in the exam. So this one was covered something like your friend just now, talking about how do we read the exhibits, right? Isn't it? So again, this will also be covered in the exam in the IRC. I'll do a full extensive session. And then of course, number 4 could be an issue. I'm not sure. Nobody asked this one. Usually what they ask me is this: how do I improve the structure of my writing in order for me to get marks? Because they say what? Usually I write a lot, but I get not enough marks for the paper. Do you have any of these problems? The writing structure? Yes or no? For number 4. Is it related to you? Guys? No. Yes, okay. If you do have problems, do not worry. I have tips, okay? I have shortcuts on how to write properly and to get the best marks faster. Biggest problem, oh, don't worry. In my class, it's no longer biggest problem. It's the simplest problem, okay? I always focus on the biggest problem. That is how to write in the exam. So that is why in my class, it's going to be interactive. I'll give you some explanation. I'll explain the question or the requirements, and then I'll give you time to answer the question in class. From there, I will tell you what you did wrong, and then I will show you another answer which is applicable. In that way, you'll be able to gauge yourself how to improve in the future. That will definitely be beneficial to everybody. Okay, and maybe I'll also share other secrets to use when attempting SBL. So this is some ideas you may use. Okay, later when you decide to go to TYMBA Facebook page and just ask your question. Is that okay, guys? Any more questions you want to ask me? Come. Please respond. Any more question? Come on, I'm ready to answer questions. SBL preview usually is more on Q&A, not about telling you theory. You know the theories, don't worry. Any other question, guys? Okay. So I want to ask you another question from you guys. May I know which tuition providers are you from? Okay. What else? Okay, thank you. Amran. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So far, KWTM, Sunway, Intech. What else? The rest of you? Homeschool. What about Koyum? Where are you from? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Quite a number for KPTM, Intech. And why is Intech here? I don't know. Okay. Uh-huh. You're taking September. Okay. For the intake student, are you taking September, December exam or March exam? December, right? December. Yeah, December. Correct, December. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, March pada juga. Okay, okay, never mind. It's okay. It's actually a refresher. Good strategy. Very good strategy. Okay, good. Now, okay. So that is actually basically about what I'm trying to say. So can I ask from you guys any more question you want to give me about SPL? Any doubts? Any fears about SPL? I'll try to explain to you in an easier manner. Come, guys. Please do not be ashamed because you need to respond in this manner because this is how we learn in SPL. It's not a one-way street. SBL is a two-way street. If you go one way, then you will be focused on the theory. So my class, I'll be less on theory, more on practicality. So to do practical, I need to ask questions from my student to get their feedback. That's the best method to learn SPL. Can you have one more question? Can you have one more question, please? Finance question. Workings in a paragraph. Thank you very much, Azrin. That's a very, very good question. Okay, let me see. Finance questions. Okay, let me give you an example. If they give you some kind of a balance sheet of profit and loss, okay, and then you may need to calculate some financial ratios. Is this what you're trying to say, Azrin? Okay, you may need to calculate some financial ratios. So now, how I would teach my student, computation of anything related to finance, it can be financial ratios, it could be NPV computation, it could be variance analysis, remember, favorable or adverse variance. All those workings must not be put inside your, sorry again, all those workings must not be put inside your uh, report or paragraph. Workings, you put them under answer plan. Put everything under answer plan. You put there, first page of the answer script, you write there, answer plan for question 2. Then bracket, workings for financial. You just calculate everything and that's it. And then for your answers in the next 3 pages, okay, you start there. Oh, the gearing of the company is 65%, which is considered to be highly geared because it is more than 50%. Full stop. Without showing the workings inside your answer. Does that answer the question, Azrin? Thank you. No problem. Anybody else got any doubts? Because what usually exam technique is the problem, not the theory. Theory, you're quite good at this. Okay? I shared to you CRM and e-marketing because it is one of the most popular question in SBL as well as P3 according to the history. So I purposely bring that in to show you about the use of commercial acumen and knowledge beyond the spectrum of your textbook. Can I have another question, guys? Anybody? Come on, guys, from Intech. Come on. There's a lot of from Intech. Are you my student? I don't think so, right? Are you my student? Yes, Intech student. Let's see. Let's talk about Intech student. How good are they? Please come on, Intech student. Give me one question. Anybody else? Come on, just tell me what else you want to know. Just tell me what else you want to know. I'll just explain before we take our picture and say hi. Come, please, guys. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody. Hmm. Wow, that's interesting. You don't have a question yet. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I understand. So that is why I'm giving you opportunity. Right now, you may not be able to come up with ideas to question to ask me. So I'm giving you opportunity now using our discussion, our idea to form your own questions and please post it in TYMBA's Facebook. And then I'll go in, I'll respond to it, or I'll bring that information back to our IRC later in order to actually cater to your needs for the future. Is that okay? Famous, okay. Right, I'm still new. Okay, can I know anything about integrated reporting? Famous in exam, right? Okay, good. Thank you, my dear. Okay, since you asked, I will explain. Uh, integrated reporting, yes, it is quite famous in SBL. It came out twice in the exam before, back to back. Okay, so to understand integrated reporting, I need to find out whether or not you have done your IR, your SBR. Fatima, I'm assuming you have done your SBR. SBR, yes, no? The rest of you, yes. All of you, you have done your SBR, right? SBR, yes or no? Okay, good, easy. Oh no, why not, Azrin? Okay, okay, never mind, never mind. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I will explain to the best of my ability. Yeah. So, IR is basically a report. But before that, oh, first ACCA paper, Azrin. Okay, I'm assuming you're from degree. Okay, fair enough. First ACCA, if you're from degree, then it's okay. It's applicable. It is applicable. Doable. Very much recommended. Don't worry. Okay, let me see. IR, there are two things. IR is the new age of reporting. The old will be what? Traditional reporting section. So in the old days, where you have traditional reporting, we have only what? Financial reporting to be disclosed and published to the stakeholders or the users. And they comprise of only financial information. Do you understand that one? Traditional financial reporting is only about your financial statement where they are only quantitative figures, numbers only. And those financial information, are they accurate? As in, are they new information or historical information? Respond? Yes, correct. They are historical in nature, right? Historical. So because these people are reading the financial information based on historical information, the readers were not able to come out with some kind of informed judgment for the future. Because why? You are reading an account being published today, but published from 6 months ago data. So how different is it from 6 months ago and today? So they will not be able to gauge properly, and they will make what? Maybe they'll have some errors in decision making. Now that's one thing. Due to the weaknesses in traditional financial reporting, excuse me, uh, they came up with a new reporting called integrated reporting. So basically, IR is a reporting by the company for the benefit of the stakeholders, the users, whereby they have both financial and non-financial information available. So the financial will be the same thing, the financial statement, fair enough. But the others are also categorized under different capital. Okay. So when you talk about IR, they have 6 capitals in mind. One would be financial capitals, mainly your financial statement. Number 2 will be your manufactured capital. Next one is your human capital. Next, intellectual capital. Next, natural capital. And lastly, will be your, what's that? Social capital. 6 of them. Okay, 6 of them. So these capitals are stated in terms of financial and non-financial. So it means they got balance from quantitative and qualitative. Any readers of those report would have a more absolute view, okay, overall view of the company, rather than relying on the financial information itself on its own. Tambah lagi, by having IR, the readers, okay, the users of the IR report will be able to know whether or not, okay, the sales capital for the company involved is going to create value for them. So the theme here is actually value creation. So let me explain why is there some value creation. In the old days, in traditional financial reporting, they only talk about past information. Okay. But in IR, they talk about past information, current strategy, and future strategy. Now, for an investor, which one is useful for you? traditional reporting or IR reporting information? Respond. IR. Because not, you can make better judgment because you know what the company is doing right now and what are they going to do in the next few years. As opposed to financial reporting, you just get only one information. All right. So next, you need to understand each of the uh, capital under six capital and to see how they create value. All right. So let me explain one capital, that is human capital. Okay. So for the rest of you who have done this, it's actually a refresher. Okay. Human capital talks about what? Talks about the staff who works in your company. Okay. The thing is, you need to be understanding that these people must be able to do something which can create value for your company. So how do you measure them? How do you measure if the company has good workforce and it will create value to the company? So to measure them is very easy to look at their performance. If you look at something that's called this one, if you look at the turnover rate, you'll be able to gauge whether or not they have good or poor human capital management. Do you understand about turnover rate under human capital? Yes or no? Please respond. Semua yes. I hope semua yes. Because at one time I mentioned this one. Some of my students says what? Oh, turnover rate. Revenue is a revenue. Turnover rate is not revenue. Turnover rate means what? The rate that employees in your company are leaving. Faham tak? You have to employ other people. A high turnover rate of employees means what? The company is not managing their human capital properly. A low turnover rate means what? People are happy to work there. So now, the job for you under SBR is this, to assess even deeper. Because under SBR, they will stop until saying what? This one will create value for the company. That's it. For SBL, they will ask you, you need to demonstrate knowledge showing that how is value being created and what could be the output. So let me explain under human capital. Let's say they give you data such as year 1, year 2, year 3. Okay, year 1, year 1 turnover rate is 5%, year 2 is 6%, year 3 is 20%. So looking at the trend, you know that the turnover rate is increasing from what? From 5% up to 20%. Correct. So now the idea is this. Is this a good trend or bad trend? Bad trend. Enough. If it's a bad trend, please remember, something giving a bad trend is not going to be able to create value for the company. That's it. So by telling the management that we have a poor trend of turnover because a lot of people are leaving the company, you only score 1 mark. You only score 1 mark because what? You haven't yet explained why it happened. Remember? How and why? Why? So why would people leave the company? Can you give me some examples? Demotivated, correct. I agree. Fair enough. So the answer will be what? To answer the question, use these 2 or 3 lines. Say, first, by assessment of the human capital, we can say that what the human capital portion of the company is not well managed because there has been increase of employees turnover from 5% to 20%. Therefore, this will not create value for the company. Stop. One more statement. This could be because, remember, this could be because what? People there are not happy with the working condition and decided to leave the company and join a competitor. That is your second mark. Or you can say what? This could be because what? The company is not providing a safe environment to work in, making people leave the company. Do you understand? Basically, if you manage your capital properly, your human capital properly, they would become more motivated. If they are motivated, they'll be most probably they'll be able to become more effective, efficient, and the best part is what? They become more what? How you say? Innovative. Innovation is very important for some companies because why? Innovation will also add on to your intellectual capital. Do you understand? If you have good people, good staff, good quality staff, they are highly motivated and they are become innovative. Once they become innovative, they can create more R&D. R&D comes from your intellectual capital. Another capital. Okay, intellectual capital is another form of capital which is intangible, correct? But they are closely linked to the quality of staff you have. The less quality staff you have, the less intellectual property you have for the company. So again, how to manage this one, or how to look at this thing in a positive manner. If the R&D project every year is increasing, it means what? The company's intellectual capital is going up, right? Meaning that what? They are going to create value because from time to time, they will be able to sell new products to the customers and not lose market share. That is how they create value. Do you understand? Question? Any question? Okay. So I just stop at 2 lah. Alright. When you come for my full IRC, I will explain 4 or 5 with example, and I will show you how to write the answer and how to look for the appropriate question. Thank you for asking the question. Very good, very good. Anything else? Last one? Before we take our picture. Anything else, guys? Can you give example for the 3 phases of CRM? Fashion industry. Wow. Wow. I'm not very well versed in fashion industry. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I cannot give you this one on a theory basis, but I think I can give you some ideas about fashion industry for exam purposes. Okay, the 3 phases is more theoretical, whereby you will not use in the exam, but you need to be practical. So in this case, if you are in the fashion industry, you sell garments, right? Fashion. Okay, always remember, fashion, another thing, they are affected by pastel analysis. Pastel, pastel in terms of social. In this case, they are cycle. They are affected by cycle, seasons, winter, summer, spring, autumn. Remember that one, huh? So basically, when you talk about fashion industry, it's the same thing. On how to attract, simple. It's actually how they promote their brand, okay, or their apparel to the public. This public could be existing customer or potential customer. So when you talk about attracting, maybe most of the time for fashion industry, they publish a lot in magazines. Do you agree? Yes or no? Okay, magazine. Itu one way, magazine. Or right now they are more interactive. They have what? They can use viral marketing, or they can use artists to promote their clothing line. That is how to attract. Okay, I'm just explaining the one, attraction. The first stage. Second stage is when you buy those product. Okay, your names will be inside the company's list. Usually, this happens if you are talking about exclusive, exclusive and expensive wear. Okay, those high end one. So if you buy, they put your name in the customer's list, and then from time to time, they will give you promotion. Okay, in what way? Maybe through email or text messages, or even newsletters, which is tailored to your needs and wants. Okay, so the third stage will be what? They can use the same thing and also promote other things instead of just clothing. Maybe handbags or belts or whatever, or shoes maybe, to complement the fashion industry. Okay, does that explain to you this one, Sharifah? Please respond, Sharifah. Are you okay? Thank you, thank you. I'll try my best, because question on fashion industry has yet to come out for SBL, but they may come out. If they do, remember they are seasonal issues, so this particular point could come out under risk management. Okay, what are the risks of going into this particular industry? Remember that one. Good. Okay, last one before we say goodbye. Anybody? Last one before we take our pictures. Thank you for responding. One more, guys. Anything under the sun? I can see a problem from students that whenever I ask them to give opinion, they keep quiet. This is something you must change, okay, guys? Because for SBL, in the exam, you need to give opinion. If you just keep quiet and hope that whatever the lecturer is telling you is coming in the exam, it's not going to work. My method is you work hard for what you want. It's not that I work hard for you. One more, please. One more. Yes. About cloud technology. Oh, okay. Good enough. Thank you for asking. All right. Maybe I need to draw. Hmm. You're very lucky because I just read the article that day. Uh, Cloud. Okay. Can you see, guys? So I'll try to explain. So for a business, small business, they need to use IT, correct or not? So when they use IT, they need to keep their information database in a particular storage facility. That will be their servers. Do you agree? These are terminologies. If you don't understand, you ask me. Are you okay? Servers. Company must have server to keep data and information. Okay, you understand? Good. Now, if they are small, it's okay because what? One server can actually cater to their needs. But as the company grow, okay, they grow into other market or region. Meaning what? They get more customers. When they get more customers, their customer information will still be fed into the servers, right? But the server is too small, which they may not be able to cater for the high usage, high traffic in the server. And because of that, they will actually crash. So if the server crash, will the customer be smiling? What do you think? No, right? They will leave the customer, the company, right? So let me explain what happens now. Some of you may say, sir, buy more server lah. Can? Yes. But you have to understand, you buy server, one server is actually very expensive, 20,000 per server. What is a server? It's actually one flat, uh, like a table, one flat table there, it's around 20,000. One server has a limited number of access point. Once you exceed, you have to buy another server to add on. And the server expensive satu, and then also expensive to maintain because why? The server needs to be placed in a cold room. That room must have 24 hours aircon. So by having a server, it's going to cost you money. Do you understand now? Okay. So next we talk about cloud technology. A cloud technology is basically a company itself. It could be, I'll give you the actual one. It could be Amazon under AWS. Remember Amazon, AWS? Amazon, Google, or even Apple. They provide cloud services. Google Drive, iCloud, all these things, right? So this company, all right, this company invests money, lots of them, to buy servers, which they do not use themselves. They buy servers, a lot of them. So if they can buy a lot amounts, big amount of servers, they can get what? Discount, correct or not? Discounts, correct? So basically, comparatively, a giant company against a small company, the server will be cheaper for them. So what they do is that they allow small companies to use the services at a certain fee. And everything here about maintenance of this particular server is borne by the company itself, Amazon, Google, or whatever. So by subscribing, by the small company here, subscribing to the services, or cloud services, servers in Amazon or Google Drive, okay, they will be able to service the customer better. No more system crash. And by doing so, they also save on investment. Because why? They do not need to pay initial cost of investment. They just need to pay what? Monthly subscription fee. Okay, I stop there for now. Does that answer the question, my dear? Okay, good. Thank you for asking. Thank you very much. Okay, this is a very good question. Usually in class, I don't teach them this one because there is actually a video on YouTube which explain this one very easily. Usually in my class, if you have problem with theory, I do not explain the theory. I give them videos from YouTube whereby they explain the topic on its own with their own case study for better understanding. Because I know it will not be asked in the exam in that manner. But some students wants to know for knowledge purposes, which is good, which is very good. Thank you for asking, Aisha. Very good. Okay, I think we are at the end of the session. Last one. Any other question? If you have a question, say yes. If no, say no before we take our picture. Any other question, guys? Come on, respond. Any other question? Come on. Please respond to me. No. Oh, Anissa, no. Laju, no. Respond, no. Okay lah. Thank you, thank you. All right. Guys, this is again for my reporting purposes. I need to report to people from TYMBA. So can you switch on your camera, please? Let's take a picture together. Camera on, please, guys. Come on, guys. Camera on. Spotting sikit. Spotting lah. No camera. Don't camera. Hello, hello. Anybody? Camera, guys. Camera. Okay, okay. Please respond to me. Respond to me now. Are you willing to switch on camera to take picture? Yes. 1 for yes, 2 for no. That's it. Please respond. Don't have. Doesn't matter. Okay. The rest of you? Oh, ambil tudung je. Okay, ambil tudung. Okay, ambil tudung, ambil tudung, ambil tudung. Okay, tak apa. Kita bagi Chan ambil tudung. Okay. Because I did say at the beginning of the class, we are going to take pictures. Don't have. Never mind, never mind. Those who have, please try to put on camera. Those who do not have, it does not matter. Okay. So overall, guys, do you think this session is beneficial to you? Please respond. Is it beneficial? Okay, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, thank you. So please invite your other friends to join in lah if you think it's beneficial because my training method is very different. I do not focus that much on theory. I'm focusing more on building your, how you say, confidence for the exam purposes. Okay. And then you get to ask me questions because usually in other classes, the lecturer will be the one talking and then you are assuming that if you memorize, you can become smarter, which is not true. You need to understand and then you become smarter. Alright guys, camera on, camera. Yang nak pakai tudung je lah. Cik. Pakai topi lah, pakai songkok, pakai songkok. Macam tutup. Tutup je pakai kain batik. Kan, want to take picture? Selepas we take picture dah habis. Alright, somebody coming in, somebody coming in. Thank you, thank you. Comel dia. This is Arisa. Okay. What's the other one? What the other one? Thank you. Umaira, apa dia gelap? Tak cantik. Cerah. Nampak cahaya nur. Alhamdulillah. Comel rupanya. Oh, okay. This is Izzah, Fatimah, Fatihah. Okay, kita balik. Sharifah. Okay. Anybody else? Aisyah, Kurata. Anybody else coming online to show your picture? Nak ambil gambar ni. Nak ambil gambar. Okay, kita ambil gambar. Alright, let's see. Senyum, senyum, senyum. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, ada posing-posing lagi. Bagus, bagus, bagus. Alright. Okay, let me share. Ada tak? Dapat tak? Can you share? Can I share? Tak boleh share lah pula. Paste. Cannot paste. Apa? Nanti I masuk ke Facebook. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. Assalamualaikum. Again, guys, do not forget, if you have any other questions about me or to about the question to be discussed in the IRC, go to Facebook now. Okay, go to Facebook now, TYMBA's Facebook, open a chat, open a forum, whatever, and tell me of your experience and what you want to know more. That's all. Thank you very much and Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, buddy.